Is it Jamie to give you some explain about my IT?
Right, hello. I realise that Ling's talked quite a lot about how we actually do things. What I'd like to do is talk about it more from a bit more of a technical perspective. There's 3 developers at LINGsCARS, and we're all still students at Sunderland Uni. There's myself, Mark and Johnny. We all started working at LINGsCARS because there was an advertisement in the university. We got bribed with Coke and donuts, so we couldn't really turn it down. We had to start working there. We've kind of all been chucked in with both feet, really. This is our first major web development job. We didn't really have any idea what we were doing. Of course, Ling's completely mad, so we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. But it's absolutely fantastic. Ling herself actually makes us code the entire website live. So if we ever make a mistake, if there's an error or anything, we have to deal with it straight away. It's an absolute nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. We often sit there just panicking, oh, it's all gone down again, it's fantastic. The whole thing also runs on just one server at the minute. The whole thing runs, the PHP website, the MySQL, the whole lot runs on one server, and it goes down about once a week, at least, for about an hour. We just can't do anything about that. We just have to live with it, unfortunately, until we change it. But anyway, Lingo itself, when we actually work with the customers who come in on the website, we normally use it by, Ling has a lot of different forms on the website. People can request noodles, cash, all sorts of different things. As soon as anyone inputs the name on that website, we have a couple of complicated algorithms and things, and we immediately know who they are, and we can find them again. It's fantastic. So Lingani on the telly in the corner in the room will just announce as soon as they come online, so we know where they've come from and why we want to talk to them. But anyway, I'll just talk very briefly. So that'll do me. If anyone's got any questions, I'm sure Ling will be glad to answer. But if she can't, I'll try my best. So thanks very much. Brilliant. Yeah, cool.
Have you ever said no to her when she's wanting to put something absolutely crazy on there? Have you ever gone, that's not going to work?
It's not a good idea, I'll be honest. We just sort of always put them up and see what happens. If we get a bit more of a negative response than we normally do, we often do take it down. But most of it is just thrown on there and we just leave it up. It's fantastic. Yeah?
Do you use subversion?
Not currently, no. This is another problem, yeah. We are looking into moving into using a bit more of a version control system, but at the minute, no. As soon as anything changes, if it's broke, we have to try and find it. It's fantastic. We just don't use it like that. Yeah?
How do you make... Sorry, I'm in awe. How do you maintain a secure site, but live code at the same time? Surely those two just...
No, when we're working with the Lingo system and when we're working with customers, we are always a lot more careful. We'll normally, that is one of the things that we won't normally develop live. We'll do it in the back, test it, and then we'll put it in front. Because there has been a couple of incidents with that, we'll say, where we've tried to code it live and the security sort of lapsed a bit. This was a long time ago now, at least 2 years, don't worry, it hasn't happened for a long time. But yeah, that can be a bit of a nightmare sometimes, I'll be honest, but we try and put up with it. Yeah?
As a visit to the site, I'd like to say thanks very much for the delicious Chinese meal. And my next question is, obviously it's driven heavily by your personality or your persona that you project. And when you've got that live chat interaction, is what hours are you available for that? Do you work through the night, on weekends, or is it sometimes someone pretending to be you with pre-copywritten material?
I do working during the weekends and sometime after 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I do a lot of work, and my husband does a bit of work with me as well. Obviously, I'm not a robot.
Yeah, so obviously there's a limit. You need to sleep.
Yeah, correct.
But there's no canned responses at all.
Right, I see.
Never do canned responses.
Okay.
I was just going to say, I think it's brilliant because I think too many, especially in this country and the US, we're so concerned with design over sort of maybe things that actually work. Your website obviously works for you, so I think well done. Keep it up. And obviously you've got, it's not to everyone's taste the style of it, but it obviously works. And it's simple. A lot of people like simple sites rather than really stylish sites. And obviously your Lingo system that sounds very sophisticated. I think it should be a
Yeah, we're
product for
in
that.
the developing some white page as well. We're going to developing some serious website as well instead of just that one. Attracting other half of the customers.
We've realised what we've got, so what we're going to try and do is branch it out and try and make it available to other people, not just in the car industry but in other industries as well. We realise it's a fantastic customer management system, so we're putting a lot of work into making it a bit more flexible so that we can actually package it up and white label it out and sell it to people. That's our next plan. Yeah?
You've sort of got a site that's love it or hate it, and am I right in your understanding that you run a public forum? So
Sorry?
do you run a public forum on the website, and does that take much moderation?
We don't run a public forum, no. Everything that comes up on the website is normally from external third parties. As soon as we see that something's on the forum, Ling will jump straight on and just attack everyone on it. It's fantastic. Basically, she'll just go on and just immediately try and rebut their opinion and everything.
Banned on every forum. Go
Yeah, Ling is banned on quite a few of them now. So.
Sometimes I ask my staff to trying to go on the forum. They get banned too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you find that the site suffers from quite a high bounce rate, depending on kind of where the people come from?
I can't remember what the actual figures are at the minute. It's around about 75% at the minute. It has gone down a lot from what it was. But at first, I think, before we got the SEO guy down in Kent involved, it was quite high. We have worked a lot to try and get that down, but it is still a bit high. Some people will just come and go, oh, no, and just go straight off. But that's something we've just learned to live with, to be honest.
You said you haven't looked at any sort of design rule books or anything. Have you actually considered Disability Discrimination Act stuff? Because obviously if it's all online, you don't have any sort of phone back or something.
I'll be honest.
There'll be a legal aspect of, you know, you have to provide these sorts of things if you're providing a business service to disabled people.
I'll be honest, we haven't actually looked at that, no. That is something that we maybe...
We have, just to be tasteless, we have developed, at the top of the website, there's a little flash mover where Ling climbs down, and we did develop a disabled version where she's in a wheelchair and she goes down around. But we thought it was too tasteless. We had a vote and we lost.
To be totally fair to you, I've taken a look under the hood of the code on the site, and a slapdash that look, it's actually very, very well constructed. Not perfect, a couple of minor quibbles here and there, but basically very well engineered, well constructed, it was cross-browser, and it's no worse than any other site you'll come across. It doesn't meet the accessibility guidelines, but 90% of sites don't. But it's certainly no worse, it looks worse. I mean, Ling goes overnight and change this. It just doesn't itself. Now you find, but when you look at the code, you realise there are experts behind it. And
Thank you very much, yeah.